Okay, so we are going to be getting into this game right now. Casting with me is Indredd, and we are on the Smitecast TV channel right here. So get ready for an epic game for the MyR tournament, first round. Only 2 games are going. One of them happens to be Juice Gaming versus Focus Reborn. So this definitely should be an interesting match. Can't wait for it. How are you today, Indredd?
Doing real good, man. Just having a few technical issues this morning. Other than that, things have been going quite swimmingly. Stayed up way too late playing video games, but so is the life of a gamer.
Yeah, I made sure to not do that last night. Went to bed at 10 o'clock, so pretty pumped for this morning. I've been waiting for it all day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I heard the last one went pretty well, and the guys at MyR seem to be really cool, really nice. So I always appreciate helping out a group of people who are actually interested in the community and take interest in individuals instead of just being like give me, give me, give me, give me. So I'm looking forward to hopefully continue to work with these guys. And Alecyte, you've been working really hard on the Smite Reddit. You've been working really hard on getting this different casting groups going, all types of stuff, man. So you've been quite the busy man, and I appreciate all you're doing for the Smite community.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I've been working pretty hard to get this Smitecast channel up, and we have it right now, so it should be interesting. Starting off the game, every group going to be taking their blue and green. No protection taken. That is a huge change from the last patch, where both mids would go pretty hard for that protection buff. It was super important, and in this new patch, that just does not happen.
Yeah, it's. I'm actually loading into the game now because mine had crashed, so it took me a second to get back into it. But yeah, we are seeing a bit of a change with that. Again, Hi-Rez doing a very good job of constantly updating things and changing the metas, which is very good to see.
Yeah, so are you in the game right now?
I am now. Yep, setting up my hotkeys.
So anything interesting you see with these picks and bans coming out?
No, I'm actually exactly what I expected with the Thor and Bacchus. We have been seeing some ridiculous Bacchus play recently, and 100% see it. Oh, actually, though, a little bit of pressure getting put onto Guan Yu. Guan Yu, though, going to be able to fall back. Xing taking a bit of damage on Vamana, and they are going to fall back now. So, actually getting taken down pretty low. But other than that, no, I think picks and bans have been pretty standard thus far. Is there anything that you particularly found interesting?
Not too much. Ares is a bit of an unusual pick. He's still very strong in terms of damage, but you can cleanse his stuff. And actually, looks like in the left lane, I think Gunmetal was the first one to be taken down by Xing and Allied there, so very nice play by them. But, I mean, I think Ares is a bit unusual after the beads change, but other than that, it's pretty usual right here.
Yeah, and I guess Hades, you could say, is another one that's not as popular, but it's something we've seen, so... no real stranger to that, or we've definitely seen him kind of come and go after he's got those couple buffs.
Yeah, I think he's kind of falling off a little bit this patch with the gold per second that he's gaining. He doesn't have as much early game presence as the other, the enemy team is able to get their gold just as fast. So he has fallen off a little bit in my opinion, and the beads change of course. But he's still a pretty strong pick. He's able to heal very well and sustain his lane partner.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll see how he ends up working out here, and I think just like you said, I think these Ares and Hades picks are going to be interesting to see how they develop, especially with that change to beads. Oh, a little bit of initiation though. Hades coming in, going to try to zone out Ares. Ares taking a lot of damage, however, is able to get away, and now Odin in a bit of a precarious situation, but he's going to be able to fall back, and nothing's going to come of that, so no blood drawn on this side here. It's the right lane for me. I'm not sure which lane for you, but yeah, this Ares-Odin combo. I think that was a little bit weird, though. I'm surprised that that's who they ended up laning together through all this.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of do have some synergy with the ultimates, but I don't think it's enough that, for them to work exactly. The other team has a much better synergy. I think they're going to win this. Oh, that monkey barely avoids jumping to the areas. I think he would have been taken down if it would have gotten that jump there.
Yeah, Monkey's got to be careful. Anytime you have those escapes, man, if you misuse them, it's going to be absolute disaster. But have you got to see this Focus Reborn team play at all?
I haven't really seen them. I think I may have seen them the other day, but they are known, or they are made up of a few well-known players, the Wig, Beaner, Andister, Gunmetal, so they should put up a pretty good fight versus Juice in here. Maybe you have a chance at winning. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the real big thing is going to be, are they able to communicate efficiently. I mean, that was the problem with the last Focus Gaming. They openly admit that. So we will see how that ends up going. They did very well the other night in a scrim, but I think they have a lot of potential here. But Juice, obviously a behemoth in the Smite community, so we'll see how they fare up against them.
Yeah, I mean, Juice has played very well in every single tournament that they've been in. So, you know, a newer team coming in against them, it's definitely going to be hard. They're going to be the underdogs here, and we'll see how they play. I mean, right now, Juice is ahead by about 500 gold. It is 4 minutes into the game, and with this new gold difference, I mean, this is the first tournament on the patch. It's definitely going to be a interesting, you know, thing to see here, and how, you know, the meta changes and how every team decides to play it out with this new 4 gold per second.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It can make a big difference. I'm personally on the side saying that really the only thing that's going to change is endgame comes a little bit sooner, but this will be our first time really seeing how it affects the the competitive play. But we'll have to see. Another random notable person I want to talk about though is Takati. Takati isn't someone that we've seen a lot from, but Takati has been doing amazing in mid in his scrim. So you see him currently holding his own against Hell, against Jerby. When we'll see how that one ends up faring. He is a little bit behind in the health, but is definitely ahead in the mana. So he essentially has the ability to poke a little bit
And
more.
speaking
We'll see
of
how that ends up going.
Talkity, it looks like he's going to get ganked right here. Art is going to be pulling him in. He does get pulled. Hell doing a lot of damage, and he will get taken out almost immediately due to the burst of Ares and Hell there. So good job by Juice coming in with that gank, knowing the timings on that, and they're going to go and follow up by taking the protection buff here.
Yeah, and very good use of that sprint there. We haven't really seen anyone use it for a ganking tool, so that was nice.
Anster coming in here and actually stealing the yellow buff from them. Raw coming in, actually misses the ultimate there. Gonna follow up on him. He did use, or the Hades did use his ultimate, got off a lot of damage, and it looks like Ares going to be taken down there. So 1-for-1 exchange, turning that around and actually stealing the protection buff back from them.
Yeah, Monkey actually ends up chasing down Hell, so it ends up being a 2-for-1 exchange, and that ends up being very good. Wigbeaner on Sun Wukong getting a kill for himself, and also taking out that mid player for Juice being Jerby. So I'd say that's a very good exchange in the favor of Focus Reborn.
Yeah, I mean, again, Juice is a very well-known team. We're seeing this Focus Reborn coming in here and putting up a really good fight, knowing their timings, knowing that they're going to get ganked, and they go for a counter gank. So, I mean, that's very well played by them in coming back from this and making sure that they're, you know, putting up a huge fight against Juice Gaming and, you know, proving themselves in this.
Yeah, and actually we have a fight going on right now. Hades and Monkey going at it right now. Ares taken down a little bit. Not going to be able to get the kill, though. They're going to fall back in. Oh, Ares and Odin both getting low. There's the slow. The ult coming out from Ares. Is the pull going to happen? It does not. Just barely doesn't happen. The immunity coming out. Vamana, though, is going to get the kill onto Wukong. And sorry for stepping over you. Go ahead, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a pretty cool fight there. I thought, what was his face? I thought that Harvest was going to get taken down there, but only taking down Anatoly. Anatoly is pretty far behind right now. He is level 6 comparative to level 7 and 8, basically everyone else in the game. So he's pretty far behind right now. He has to be very careful when taking damage.
Oof, and Riddick just took half the health, or lost half his health against this Agni. So, wow, ton of damage already coming out from Agni. Ooh, ult going out, and they're going to go immune. We'll see. I don't think they're going to have enough damage to follow up since it's on the tower. But what does Agni have that he's hitting so hard? Oh my gosh, he hit like a truck. Just a level 1 spear and level 1 boots of the Magi, so I don't know. That seemed like a lot of damage.
And in the right lane, it looks like Wigbeaner's going to get taken down here. He just get grabbed into the areas, doing a lot of chains. Gets caught in the Hades, though. Hades taking down the Odin. They're going to have to retreat. So I think right now, Focus Reborn's going to be in the lead 5-3. Coming out against this well-known team, Juice, right here.
Yeah, doing very well, and that was actually a really good fear by Annenster to end up saving that. And you see him now healing up Monkey, which is really good too. Able to push this wave, get the tower down. I think this is some just really good control and play right now by this Focus Reborn team. They formed, I think, 2 nights ago, but they're all players who've been playing together for a while. I mean, Wigbeaner knows Annenster. They've been playing with Takati. They just picked up Gunmetal and Riddick. Gunmetal and Riddick both have been laning together for a long time. And they had one of the best lane comps I've ever seen. I'm not going to spoil it yet because I don't know if they want to use it in the tournament, but it was just absolutely amazing. And they ended up going a combined like 12-2 in a scrim the other night. So um, good luck, to anyone who ends up going up against that. It's going to be you're going to look at it and say, really, this is going to work, and then your mind's going to be blown. So.
It looks like Juice actually kind of focusing around the Gold Fury right here. Focus Reborn does see it, so it looks like we will get a fight here. Juice starting to initiate on it right here.
Yeah, and Gold Fury is down to about half, not really close to being killed yet since it's still early in the game, not even level 10 minute. Ares, though, diving in, has 2 chains. Is he going to ult? There's the ult. We'll be pulling it in. I'll give the action to you.
It looks like Raw Ultimate going to be going off. Ching trying to zone out the rest of the team. The Guan Yu going off. It looks like Takati getting chased out of there. Ares getting taken out. Harvest going to be the next to get taken out. Will Monkey be able to finish him off? He does pop sprint. He does follow him and takes it down. Gold Fury is still sitting here. It is about to be taken down. I think Juice was able to take that down right here. Gunmetal going to be probably the next one to get taken out. Anderson tried to save him there, get off the fear. Didn't go off very well, though. Going to be using that ultimate, though, against 2 very bursty casts, or against the Hell and the Shing. Derby, the only one left right here. And I think he will get taken down if Big Wiener does have to jump too slow. And it looks like they are just going to be backing off here. So I'm not sure who that was in favor of. I think that was in favor of Juice because they were able to grab the Gold Fury. And actually it looks like more fights going to be going on. Not Elite coming in here. They're in a bad position. It looks like Anderson going to be taken out. Wig Beater getting chased away here. Riddick doing the same. And Not Elite popping the sprint to catch up to him. Will he be able to finish him off? I think he may be able to if chains come off cooldown in time. Going into tower range. Chains do come off cooldown. Riddick trying to body block there. Very nice Aegis coming out to avoid that, and I think that will be the end of the fight there.
Yeah, amazing, amazing body blocks by Riddick, actually. Ended up eating 2 of the chains, and Monkey ends up getting out alive, so very good play. And Hell doing an amazing job turning around, knowing the limitations. So Hell being played very well by Jerby currently. Jerby does have a 7,000 farm sitting right next to Vamana, who I believe is being played by Xing. And the only other person that's close would be Sun Wukong being played by Wigbeaner.
Oh my
So,
god. Sun Wukong is 7-1 right now. I didn't see that earlier.
Oh my gosh, I didn't either. Holy cow. Yes, 7-1. That is pretty impressive at the 11.5-minute mark.
Yeah, so, I mean, that last team fight, very good by both teams. The only thing is, I feel like Focus Reborn should have focused a bit more on the Gold Fury instead of running around trying to get as many kills as they did. Juice basically evened out the fight and I think came ahead there by grabbing the Gold Fury instead of just focusing on the players, though. Focus Reborn had great positioning, though. They focused the Ares down. He didn't have a chance there. He's just so underleveled and has like no HP. So they focused him down and then focused the important carries. The only problem is they left Hell alone in that fight. And if they would have focused her a bit more, I think that fight could have ended a lot sooner.
Yeah, one thing that I think new players need to be aware of, and as they get into like the competitive scene, or they start trying to push in ranked and things like that, is this MOBA is very different than others, where kill-death ratio is not as important as it is in other ones, because your kill-death ratio does not directly support. Oh, actually, though, Hell gonna be going in. No, okay, he's gonna get away. So your kill-death ratio isn't a direct representation of the gold as it is in other MOBAs. And because, oh, there's the pin onto Hell, though, and her going to be doing a little bit of damage, and nope, going to walk away again. Man, they keep juking me out here as I'm trying to make this point. Where, like you said, they ended up losing, what, like 4-1 or something like that in that fight, but they got Gold Fury, so the gold exchange actually still stayed in their favor. So, really, that's the big thing that makes a difference. So, I mean, someone could be, 0-12, but if they could have higher gold farm than someone else because they're playing smarter.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, Gold Fury is worth 300, and versus, I think, LoL is 190 per person. So that is definitely a huge gold advantage to your team comparative to League of Legends or maybe another game where the gold difference is not that big.
Right, and in the other games you get so much gold for killing the different gods, champions, heroes, whatever. I mean, you do in this too. It absolutely helps out a lot, but there's so many other ways to kind of catch up, and so You know, a lot of times people are like, "Oh, that person went, you know, -4. He did garbage." Well, he outfarmed everybody else on the team, so he still wasn't doing bad.
Yeah, and bringing it back to the new patch with the 4 gold per second, it's definitely a new game here where a kill is worth 300, but when you're in 4 gold a second, you know, in a minute, that makes it up easily. So
Yep.
it's really hard to get ahead just from kills. You have to make sure that you're doing basically everything correct to really get a huge lead here. And it looks like a little bit of fighting going on here. Nothing much going to happen. Juice kind of retreating to their turret here.
It really nice play by Jerby there. I mean, the second Agni got stunned, dropped his light 2 on him, got him out of the stun. He was able to walk away. Agni could have been in a very, very bad position, and that's Allied who's playing Agni and could have got taken out. But it looks like we might have a group up here at Fire Giant, and team fight might be forced here.
Yeah, with the new gold, it's pretty easy to do Fire Giant this early, so I don't think it'll be a problem. And actually, very important to note, we see Anderster kind of behind the Fire Giant pit, and he's looking to come in with an engage from behind where Juice doesn't see it. And not only going to be using his ultimate, pulling everyone in. Actually, 2 Aegis is being pulled out here. Hades waiting for the ultimate, doesn't actually get it off. Takadi taken down by Shing, kind of zoning out there. Riddick is all alone in a group of them. Anderster finally using his ultimate, catches quite a few of them, but the damage does not follow up. Looks like Wigbeater trying to get off a decent amount of damage. He does get off his burst, but he's getting bursted out. Going to have to jump out of there. It looks like Riddick going to be taken down. Harvest is very low, but Juice has too many people, and they are going to be able to chase down the Focus Reborn people and either make them go away or take them down. So that was in favor of Juice. I think that was a 2 for 0. They did take down the AD carry and the Guan Yu there. I don't think they will be able to get the Fire Giant. I may be wrong, but they are kind of low. They need to watch out for Anderster and Monkey coming in here. Also, the Raw is sitting over there, so they have to be very careful if they decide to go for this Fire Giant here.
They do have that Hell Heal, though, which will keep them up, so they should be okay. I don't think there's anything they can do to really stop this right now, and you see they're not even going to contest it. They're just going to give it up. Ares now going in as he double-checked. Yep, so Fire Giant does go out, and only, though, about a 500 gold differential, so things are still very, very tight. But with this Fire Giant, this is really going to give the advantage to Juice if they decide to do some team pushing and, you know, get some tower gold, which could really end up helping in. Oh, it looks like they might actually be going over to gold, so this gold could really make a big difference.
You know, that last fight was just so much in favor of Juice because of their positioning. Focus Reborn had this cool idea to come from behind with their Hades and get a nice initiation, but Juice was so spread out. They had they had Shing on Vamana basically zoning all the carries for Focus Reborn. They couldn't really get off anything, so it was just the spread out positioning and making sure they focused the carries correctly. Focus Reborn didn't have the same thing. They had some of their tanks on the carries, but they got off the initial CC and then they were just kind of useless.
You know, and I think unfortunately Wigbeater was a little bit late to the fight too, so his ult wasn't able to be used in a time where everyone could really follow up their DPS while they were feared. And so I think if they just get a little bit tighter on that team fight, Focus Reborn will be able to have a much better team fight. But other than that, I think the positioning, like you said, was just so much better. So we'll see if they can keep that positioning up. Juice is going to be able to continue this on. They have about a 2,000 gold lead right now. Again, not completely insurmountable. It's still very close. So this game is a complete coin toss right now, in my opinion, but Juice definitely has a bit of the advantage.
Yeah, Juice has come back a lot. They were about 500 gold behind, or maybe 1,000 gold behind, I forget, earlier on. Now they're about 200 or 2,000 gold lead, so they definitely have come a long way since that last thing. Right now, nothing much going on. People just farming their lanes, trying to get that gold advantage right here. Looks like Juice will be able to take down this left tower, pushing it here. Gunmetal's the only one to defend it, and it looks like they are going to be going on. And will he get taken down? Ares does miss the chains, and I think he will be safe to go here.
Yeah, unfortunately, not getting that slow. He's going to be able to walk away. Raw so fast, especially after that movement speed buff that we got in the patch, is ridiculous. You cannot chase a Raw.
Yeah, I don't know. Focus Reborn's kind of just running around in the jungle right here. I'm not sure what they're doing. They're just letting their towers fall. I mean, they should have tried to stop this. It was a 4v4 under tower. I feel like they should have done something. They're just kind of like running around the mid part of the jungle. So, not sure what's going on there. And it looks like they're just going to head back to the Phoenix and put up a stand there.
Yeah, but with the them having Fire Giant, that's a huge advantage that they're going to have. It's like everyone's having another tier 3 item. So, it's you just fall back, let the Phoenix defend, and that way you don't give up 4 players and then you lose 2 Phoenixes. That's the question. It's a gamble. And I don't know who's the shot caller for Focus Reborn, but that's the call they made, and he's playing it a little bit safe, waiting for that Fire Giant to come up. Unfortunately, though, that gave Juice a huge gold lead getting all those towers.
Yeah, and in the same scenario, or in the same time, we have Andester trying to push down the right tower over here. They're just not focused. I mean, they need to defend their towers. They're just letting their towers drop while they're split pushing and sitting in other lanes. So I don't know. It's almost like they lost a lot of their focus here.
Now, again, I think it's just that they don't want a team fight with that Fire Giant. There's nothing you can do, really. Oh, but actually, Hades is going to try and go in, maybe defend it a little bit, taking a bit of damage, but will be falling back. Maybe he's just trying to harass them back. But, yeah, now they have all 5, and it should be 5. Oh, no, they just have the 4. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, Raj is continuing to push here.
I don't know. It's like they've lost their what they had. Excuse me, lost what they had going for them. And actually, they're not only going to be trying to go here. 2 Aegis is coming out. Andester doesn't look like he's going to be ulting. The monkey ult does come off. Not only going to be taken down almost immediately. The Allied getting taken down next. Harvest probably will get taken down if they decide to focus him. It looks like they are going for the Hell, which is actually a really good choice here. Andester probably going to get taken down, though. It does have to dash out of there. All of Focus Reborn is very low, but they did end up taking down 2 for 0 there, pulling themselves back into the game slightly, and we'll see what they can do from here.
Well, not only that, but that was without Ra. So Ra is starting to put pressure onto this Phoenix now and has quite a creep wave with him. So going to be taking it down quite a bit here and might actually get it down. Look at how low it's getting. He does get the Phoenix down. So they won the team fight and got a Phoenix. That is a huge, huge swing in the favor of Focus Reborn.
This game is so back and forth so far. I didn't think they were going to win the team fight at their tower earlier, but especially with Gunmetal being at the Phoenix. But it looks like they did actually come back from that, and they are in a really good position. The enemy team will have to sit at their middle tower and push up mid where they can just defend. And of course they will have those fire minions to help them. So definitely will help them get back into this game very much at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, that was just huge. We kept saying we're not 100% sure what they were doing, but they clearly knew what they were doing. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if anyone still has the Fire Giant buff. It doesn't look like they do, so both teams should know it should be coming up. They'll be kind of converging over there in just a second, would be my guess. Yeah, both teams now kind of getting there. So this will be interesting to see how this fight ends up panning out, because this is where Focus Reborn kind of went bad last time, but now with that middle tower just pushing, I don't know if Juice can really commit fully to this.
Yeah, I mean, all that Focus has to do is pressure them to stay here, and middle tower will push up, put some pressure onto their Minotaur, and hopefully maybe even the other lanes. So we'll see what Juice decides to do. It actually looks like Natalie wants to engage her, getting off the chains onto Andester, doing a lot of damage. It looks like Harvest and Shin going to be jumping in. They're doing a lot of damage. Harvest actually looks like he may get taken down here. The ultimate coming out from Riddick, doing a lot of damage. Fight going all over the place. Gunmetal using his Aegis. They're trying to avoid the death. Talkity kind of sitting here. The Hades ult going off, and I think that will be the fight for Focus Gaming. Juice going to have to run out here. Shin going to be popping the sprint, probably going to get away. And not only, I'm not sure if he will be able to, if they can get one slow, he will be taken down. No, actually, not only taking down Talkity there. That was a bit crazy. And Nautilus still running away here, using his sprint, trying to make sure that he doesn't get caught, got to be recalling. So I think that was 3 for 2 there. So it really wasn't in favor of Focus, but they did very well. They're coming back from the last Fire Giant fight that they had. That is a very big improvement.
Yeah, unfortunately for Focus Gaming, what a turnaround by Ares being played by Anatoly. So absolutely amazing. And now it looks like they'll still be able to do Fire Giant, though, which will be a huge benefit for them as they are starting it now. The damage should be coming out, and they're going to actually fall out now. So not going to commit to it. I guess they don't feel like they can do it in time. They're just going to play it safe and maybe regroup for a team fight as everybody has respawned. So should be going back to Fire Giant. Ares checking it right now, seeing that it is still up. Wards coming out now. Let me see. Okay, so blue team, for me, that is Juice, has a lot of wards there. And Focus Reborn almost having none. Ares getting a chain onto Ra, and another one going to drop his heel, turn around on her, going to back him up, so we'll have to fall back. Ward's coming out now. They do know it is grouping up, so we should see another team fight here coming up very soon.
Yeah, this will be another one. I thought that Juice may have tried to take the, or may have wanted to take the Fire Giant while all of Focus Reborn was back, but they didn't decide to, so it may actually be bad in Focus' favor. Wig Beaner is down so much health already, and the fight hasn't even started, so I think Focus needs to be very careful, and I think they should just let it go at this point.
Well, unfortunately, I think letting it go is going to be the death for Marak, doing a good job of pushing the lane, so I don't know if they're going to re-lose that Phoenix. There's the initiation. Ares going to get the pull. He does pull one in. Hades, though, is going to use his ult there, pulling everybody in on her ult, coming out, doing a lot of damage. Rana comes in with his ult in the beam, doing a bit of damage. Is going to take out Monkey. Guan Yu takes out Agni. Agni taking out Guan Yu. Now a bit more follow-up as Ares gets the chains out. A lot of damage coming out in the follow-up onto Ares. Ares able to get out. Vamana doing quite a bit of damage on her. On her has to use the immunity. Now going to fall back, gets healed up. And it looks like Ares got a kill onto Ra. The fear coming out onto Hell. Now the heals coming out from Hell. And Hades is going to have to back up. That is a 3-for-1 exchange. Definitely did not go in the favor of Focus Reborn there. Very unfortunate for them, and it looks like that is going to be another Fire Giant here for Juice, and their Phoenix back to almost full health.
We're just seeing the straight-up power of Hell right here. I think she is basically winning the game for Juice, because every fight they get them down so low with all their AoE burst, but then Hell just basically heals them back up to full. They're able to do these Fire Giants when, you know, the pressure should be enough that they can't do it, but Hell is just healing them up so much, it's making just such a huge difference in these fights, and I think it's causing them to win them, basically.
Yeah, it's definitely a big part of it. We'll see, though, are they going to be able to respond? It looks like Juice now going to be doing Gold Fury. They do have the 3,000 gold advantage right now. This time they will be coming to contest it, getting down very low. It'll be interesting to see if On Her uses ult. No, just going to push him back. Ares doing a good job of zoning. There goes the Gold Fury, and now a 4,000 gold lead. And Focus Reborn looked like they're on the cusp of coming back, but now it looks like Juice trying to close the door on them.
Yeah, Juice definitely making sure to grab that Gold Fury, trying to snowball it to the point where Focus Reborn can't get back into the game. I still think it's anyone's game, especially with this new 4 gold per second. Even if you're behind, the enemy is going to finish their builds by, 30 minutes into the game. All you have to do is sit and turtle at your base and wait till you have full gold, and then team composition and positioning really comes into play instead of who is more fed at this point.
Well, and speaking of that, though, Monkey already has 14,000 gold. The only other person in that area would be Vamana. You would typically think that Wukong with that would be ahead. Doesn't have his Executioners finished yet, though, so I think once he finishes that, we'll see his DPS kind of skyrocket here. But needs to get that finished soon. Vamana is going that damage build, though, too, so Vamana will be putting out quite a bit of DPS. And Sun Wukong's still at 10-2. That is pretty impressive.
Very impressive. I mean, the only one close is Xing at 6-1 right now. He has 15,000 gold, so he almost has his full build. I think all he needs is Qin's level 3 or Qin's Blade level 3 and boots of or Tabi boots. There we go. Warrior Tabi level 3.
Tabi and
then he'll be maxed out.
Level 3 Qin's. Yeah, so almost there at 27 minutes. So you can see how that gold change making a big difference here, allowing people to get to that end game so much quicker. And is it Takani pushing or defending? He is pushing. Holy cow, he's way up there. I don't know if you see that, but that's because on the other end we have Juice pushing their other Phoenix, so we should have an engagement here very soon. Hades actually jumping in, actually just pushing him back. Not going to really be too much of a follow-up. But Vamana ended up TPing back there too, so they were afraid to lose that mid Phoenix.
Yeah, both Takani and Xing kind of recalling it at the same time to make sure they had everything defended. So nothing really is going to happen there. 4v4, neither one wants to engage. I mean, I think this next fight is going to determine it if Juice, it decides to actually engage before the Fire Giant wears off.
Yeah, and I mean, you definitely want to, right? You wanna use it while you have that huge advantage. So we will see how it ends up going, though. If there's a good initiation, I haven't seen a Guan Yu ult that has really got a lot done. But really, I mean, what he's trying to do is just bait out some of the Aegis amulets. Unfortunately, they don't have another tool to really get some of those out. Maybe the Hades ult. But even if Guan Yu does make them use it, that means they can follow up with the Hades ult, which is good. So I don't know. It really depends how grouped up they can make them.
Yeah, I mean, we will have to see. This fight going to be definitely very close. Fights going all over the place, both mid and right lane, getting engaged on. Xing being able to push the lane by himself with no problem, while three of Focus, I guess now, are against 4 of Juice, and actually looks like Alecyte trying to engage over on that side where they have the advantage. Actually deciding to probably just focus down the Phoenix. Nope. Engage is going off, not only going to be using his ultimate, all the other ultimates coming off. It looks like Hades actually getting quite a few people in his ultimate, but not enough people in the area to follow up on that. Harvest going to be going on to Wigbeater, doing a lot of damage. And it actually looks like no one's going to go down there.
This is ridiculous, man. This is probably the 4th time that Anatoly has gotten to like 100 health and walked away. That is something you don't want to have happen. Stun going on to Ra, though, following up with the Ares. 3, nothing really coming of it, and Ra going way in deep with the slow, pushing him way back. It looks like it's going to be Vomana trying to push in now. Monkey coming in on her, getting a kill onto Ares. The Agni ult's coming out, getting a stun, and now a lot of pressure being chased out here onto this Ra. Hell going to have to fall back now. And again, no one end up really going down. Odin with just a sliver of health is going to get away, and no more real follow-up. But again, amazing defense coming out here by Focus Reborn. They did end up losing that mid Phoenix, but I still think they're in this game because they were able to get that pick off and no one ended up dying for them.
Yeah, Fire Giant should be up within the next minute to 30 seconds, I believe. So if they can pick that up before Juice can really do anything, I think they may have a chance at winning this game.
It will boil down essentially to who can win this next team fight, in my opinion. That's going to be the big thing. It looks like Executioner was finished now on Wigbeater, so his damage is going to be much, much higher. So we will see if that's going to play a part in this. And you see, he actually went for that Witch's Stone level 3 first. So trying to play a little bit, more utility. So we'll see. I don't know how I feel about that choice. I think it's a great item, but pure damage is kind of what they needed, and I think that's seen by the fact that so many people have walked away with 100 health.
Yeah, I mean, it's just coming down to that Hell. They get him down to about 100 health. Hell heals them back up. They go down to about 100 health again, and by that time, they're just out of their skills and damage to really follow up on him. And I think, again, Hell is just making such a difference in this game, healing her team back up to full every time.
Yeah, I mean, Hell absolutely playing great. Ares going in here deep again, does have 2 chains, gets feared. I'm sure the ult will be coming out any second. No, he just falls back. The Agni ult going to push back on her. So this could be our last team fight here. We'll see how this one goes as they are lining up.
Yeah, again, these little engages happening. Actually, it looks like Anderson wanting to go for the big engage. Xing and Harvest actually engaging over here, doing a lot of damage. Ultimate's going off everywhere. It looks like Anderson and Wigbeater are going to be taken down almost immediately. And I think Juice is going to win this game. Xing took down both of those. Going to be going on to Talkity right now. Is he going to get taken down? Yes, he will. Xing going to be going for the triple kill. Will we be able to get any more? Trying to go on to Gunmetal. It looks like they're going to stop chasing right here. Go to Fire Giant. And I think this is going to be game for Juice Gaming.
Yeah, you would absolutely think it is. 7k gold lead. Ra not going to be able to steal with his ult. Gets stunned and will be taken out here, just biding his time. And with Wigbeater the only person left alive, unfortunately, this seems insurmountable as all 5 players are up for Juice.
Yeah, I don't think they can really do anything, especially since the middle Phoenix is already down. All they have to do is walk in, take the Minotaur down, and with almost full item builds on every single person, that shouldn't be a problem at all. The soonest person will be Guan Yu in about 1 second. Hades coming up in 20, but I don't think that's going to be enough time to stop this push coming out from Juice here, especially with that Hell to keep them sustained. They won't have a problem at all.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no ult here from Monkey to be able to break it up. And there goes the Minotaur. 16-16 kill lead. However, a lot of Gold Furies later, Juice is going to have that 8,000 gold lead and will be able to, be victorious in this first match. So very good job here by Juice Gaming.